Happy Father's Day. I'm meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Welcome to Weather in 5. 5 days in 5 minutes. So let's take you through this Father's Day, which includes a risk for severe weather, although much of the time, as we've been emphasizing for days now, it is going to be rain-free. And the week ahead looks to be a busy one. We have a very active weather pattern setting up ahead of us, so we're going to start with what's going to happen for the rest of today. And we're taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center's risk for severe weather for the rest of today into tonight. And you'll notice that for our neck of the woods, up to the New Jersey, New York state line, to western Long Island, and then back across northern New Jersey, much of much of Pennsylvania as you run east to west, just basically cut the state in half, and you're under a marginal risk, slight risk, southern Pennsylvania, southern New Jersey, down into Delaware, Maryland, Northern Virginia, and into West Virginia. This one of the things that we've seen lately, and I've always been a supporter of the idea, if you watch what's going on weather-wise in general, that theme tends to hold throughout a stretch of weeks or months, and there seems to be a tendency for thunderstorms to want to happen. So just bear that in mind. We don't have any issues with regards to a good portion of the day side today. So this is what we're looking at for high temperatures. Northeastern Virginia, Maryland, southern and south central Pennsylvania, you're looking at temperatures topping out in the low to middle 80s, also into southern New Jersey, the 80-degree mark reaching to about New York City, and then 70s, upper 70s to the north and east of there. It's all really going to depend on where the cloud line is. When we look at the satellite loop, we're actually this morning doing a pretty good job of pushing the cloud line further and further north. You notice that at least as of 10 a.m., south of Route 78, down into southeastern Pennsylvania, into Maryland, and further south, it's bright and sunny. The warm, humid air is gradually taking over. Still a bit of an overcast condition stretches out throughout the Hudson Valley and into southern New England, but we may see some sunshine try to push through there this afternoon. So that really is going to be the key as far as thunderstorms are concerned. On the wider view, you'll notice the clouds are banded up east-west across New England, back down into the southern plains. And this is going to be a week where we're going to see this frontal boundary that is setting up east to west across the United States is going to be buckling back and forth, and there are going to be several impulses moving along the way. Just want to point out that for much of the middle and South Atlantic states down into northern Florida, weather looks great today. Seeing clouds in South Florida extending southwestward back into the Gulf of Mexico. Not seeing anything with regards to tropical development here. That's an old dying frontal boundary that is left over, but we're going to get to a point soon where something's going to try and gel in the tropics, or at least if this were a typical June, if something's going to flare up, that would be the area that you would see it. All right, radar impulse number 1 going by to the north this morning, bringing in the warm, humid air. The impulse number 2, that brings showers and thunderstorms late this afternoon. And then we have another impulse back in the plains, and that sets us up for something later tomorrow. One thing I would emphasize is when you look at these short-range models, they're really not good at picking out where the thunderstorms are going to be. One model has it one place, one model has it another. The bottom line is look at the overall risk trend. If you're in a risk area, keep your eye to the sky for late this afternoon into this evening, anywhere from Pennsylvania to southern New England, down into Maryland, and into parts of northeastern Virginia. So here's what it looks like going forward. I'm going to just take you really quick on the weather models here for this week. So we're going to get our showers and storms this evening. Then we're going to probably do it all over again Monday, late Monday night. Looks like we may do it again late Tuesday and Tuesday night as another impulse goes by. And then we still have more to get through for one at the end of the week before we get into the weekend. And maybe at that point, we could see some genuine improvement in the weather conditions. One other thing in terms of rainfall this week, before we wrap it up here, because we're already over the 5 minute uh, mark, the rainfall this week spread out is going to be substantial. We're talking about several inches or more of rain possible across the Northeast and down into the Mid-Atlantic states, and there probably will be a jackpot rain zone that sets up depending on who gets the maximum with severe weather. Bottom line is, folks, today, enjoy it. Enjoy your Father's Day, you dads and granddads out there. Have a great rest of your Sunday. You'll spend most of the time in dry weather conditions before we get into some thunderstorms that'll develop late this afternoon and this evening. Thanks for being here on Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes.